Hi, I'm live. Okay, here we are. Uh, Still having technical difficulties. I lost my camera on my computer. It just the drivers are gone. It's not there. And I had the Geek Squad on it, and they couldn't get it going. And now they want me to bring my computer over to the store, and then they're going to keep it for a day or two, I guess, to mess with it. I don't know, whatever they're going to do with it. And I didn't feel like doing that yet. So I'm using my iPad and my phone, and that seems to be working out okay. So hopefully we'll stay on top of it and it'll continue to work. So let me know as long as you can hear everything and see everything and everything looks okay to you. I'm happy. Just let me know if you have a problem, if you can't see or you can't hear or something goes wacky. Let me know. And I have my camera. I had to redo everything, so now I'm hoping that this is all going to work out okay. It kind of looks to me like it will, although it's going to be sideways instead. I don't know if this is the right way to do this. Yeah, everything's going to be sideways. I think I'm going to turn my camera around. Okay, guys, don't look at the camera side because this is going to make it wanky. Bring it this way and see if that's how I want it to be. No, that's upside down. So I guess I want it this way. Yay! That looks like that's how I want it. Okay, that doesn't give me as big of a picture, but I think it gives a better picture. I hope you agree. If anybody's out there, let me know what you think. Okay, so here we are, we're live. And when I'm okay, first of all, start out with some quick announcements. Nothing real big is going on right now. Recruiting sale, which I'm sure I told you about already. You can get $155 worth of items for $99. You don't have to give it back if you don't stay. And you don't have to stay. But you can get on my team, and it's a good deal. Hi, Susie. Everything looking good. Thank you. I'm glad. I it's been a trying week playing with. Last week it was the Wi-Fi. This week it's the computer, the camera. I don't know. Technology isn't all it's cracked up to be sometimes. But anyway, we're here and we got things going. What else is happening? Library tomorrow. Anybody in the area? Excuse me. Oh, Robizonia Community Library. Hi, Barb. The week after, let's see. No, not until December. Goodness, that's a long way off yet. Um, December 10th and December 3rd. December 3rd, there's a vendor show at, hi, Connie. There is a vendor show in Robizonia also at the hair studio. And it's going to be all different demonstrators of different products with their products to sell. And then I'll be at Governor Mifflin December 10th. And that's really all I have to tell you right now. So we can get right in this and start making cards. Now, let me tell you something. Okay, first of all, this is a fun fold, and this is the most complicated of the cards. I'm doing 3 cards tonight, and they're cool cards. They really are. I'm very very happy with them. Um, this is a fun fold, and Zoom. Oh right, Susie, Zoom get together. That's this Saturday. Yep, this Saturday I will send out if anybody is interested. The Zoom thing, we just chat, talk about whatever we're doing, and talk about whatever we want to talk about. Doesn't even have to be cards if it does, if you don't want to. It doesn't matter. We just all get together and chat and do it on Zoom. So if you're interested and you want to get in on it, send me an email and I will send you the link that you can join us. It is from what, 10 to 12, right? Yeah. So 10 to 12 this Saturday, we are going to Zoom together. Okay, let's start on this. So this is the Cottage wreath bundle, and I'm going to. I know you look at a wreath and you automatically think Christmas. Well, we're not using this for Christmas this time. I'm going to do a Halloween one. I'm going to do a fall, just a general fall one, and another fall one. But the first one I'm doing is the coolest one. It is a fun fold, and it is a fall one, and it's this one. And it opens, it's all kinds of angles and triangles and things. That's how it opens. I just think it's a cool fun fold. And it's pretty easy, actually. So I'm going to give you the measurements as I go. And the first thing I'm going to do is shut this one off so that we can hopefully, yeah, we don't really get a bigger picture there, but you can see what's going on here. Okay, so what we need now, this is I've talked about Jackie Bolhayes before. Jackie Bolhayes is the one that does really cool fun folds and tells you put together a template, and that's exactly what I did. I just have all the pieces that go in this with the measurements written on them so that I can always refer back to it and make whatever I want with it. Oops, forgot to pick a name. Oh, how do I do that? I always forget that. Beth Welsh. She signed in last week briefly, I think, but she is the winner of the card tonight. Hopefully, she will sign in tonight and I can tell her that she wins the card. And I'm going to write her name down right away. And Barb and Susie, you know of Beth Welsh, but that's not the same one. I think it's so crazy that there are two. But yes, there are two. Well, actually, the last name is spelled a little bit different. So this is not the Beth Welsh that works for NCUA. This is the Beth Welsh that I know from Stampin' Up. Okay, so let's go. We're going to start with a piece of Cajun Craze. I don't have that piece cut yet because I guess I wanted to make sure that you all get these measurements because this is, like I said, it's pretty easy. So the Cajun Craze is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that's a typical card base, right? 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And of course, fold it in half, keeping my cutting board and scoreboard here because I know I'm going to need it again right away. And what we're going to do is we are going to take this piece and we're going to turn it around. And we are going to put this in the gutter at the fold. And I think you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to put that corner, got to bring it down here. Okay, right there at the fold is in the gutter. The fold's in the gutter. And this corner's in the gutter. And I'm going to cut that right there. Okay. Then I'm going to take a piece of Desire Series paper. And that is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to do the same thing with that I just did with this. I'm going to stick it in the gutter from this corner to this corner. Now, the only thing you want to be careful of when you're cutting this is make sure you're cutting the right corners at the right angles. So you can see this is going to end up on here. So I just want to make sure that it goes corner to corner right there. and save this piece. Okay, and have this piece ready to go. It's going to get glued. My cutter here, my cutter is really dull. I really need to put a new blade in. And I really need to get this junk cleaned out of it because it's a mess right now. Okay. There we go. Get all the junk out of there. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of early espresso and we are going to cut that 8.5 by 3. So that's your normal width, except that I already cut this piece, so I have to see, make sure I still have the. I do. Good. This is 8.5. Okay, so I run 8.5 by 3. And I'm going to score it at 4.25. So this is our card in a card. Okay. And then I want a piece to go inside, a piece like this. And I want to cut that 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. I'm going to cut my long part first. 4 1/8. By 2 7/8. So how's everybody doing tonight? I'm having my computer woes for 2 weeks now. But other than that, things are pretty good. How are you guys all doing? Are you doing pretty well? I hope so. Oh, getting shots. I got a flu shot last week. I had to go get another COVID booster. Somebody's always wanting to stick me. I don't know what the heck's going on. Okay, well, let's start gluing. We're going to glue. I'm trying to just get the fuzzies off of this from this, my dull-edged cutter. I do have replacement blades. I just need to get them out and get them on there. I think I'm going to do that as soon as I'm finished here tonight. Okay, so we're gluing this piece on here. And then we're going to glue this piece on the other side. This is the kind of a card that you can use this layout for so many different cards. When Jackie showed it, she actually used the sending, if you know what I mean. Like there's a sending and then there's daisies and you can send happy birthday wishes or all different kinds of wishes and things like that. So that's what that card is. So now we're just going to take this. We're going to take our card in a card. We're going to take the inside of our card in a card. And we're going to stamp something in there. And I'm going to stamp, it says, sending you smiles for every moment of your special day. And I'm going to stamp that in early espresso. In case you haven't figured it out, this is going to be a birthday card. And I'm taking the bow from the Cottage Wreath set, and I'm using that stamp to stamp inside here also. And I'm going to do that in crushed curry. Now, I'm using a couple of different stamp sets here. I should probably explain this, what I'm doing here. I have, okay, this Sending You Smiles is from the Very Best Occasions set. And that's in, I believe, let's see, that's in the mini catalog. Yes, okay. And the bow and the wreaths and everything are from the Cottage wreath set. So I guess I didn't confuse the issue too much. I thought I did, but I didn't. And I put away the early espresso, but I'm not done with it yet, so I'm going to get it back out. Okay, we're going to just go ahead and glue this in here, then it's done. But I'm not going to glue it to the inside of my card yet because I'm decorating it quite a bit. And if I mess it up, I'll mess up the whole card. I know that's a terrible way to look at it, but that's how I look at it, right? Hey, Karen. Oh, hi, Carol. Carol and Karen, both at the baseball game? Because you both just signed on. Which paper pack is my DSP from? This is from the autumn, the one with the autumn prints with the pumpkins and all that. Yeah, that's what that is. What's on the other? It's black and white on the other side, just black and white leaves. Okay, let's see. So, hi, Carol. Couldn't get me on your tablet. Oh man, it's a force field around me. I think I don't know. We're on the tablet, my tablet. I can't get my computer camera working. The Geek Squad was on it, and they couldn't even get it working. They told me to bring it to the store, and I didn't want to. So we're at a standoff. Okay, to make things go a little bit quicker, the country wreaths dies. I gotta tell you something else. This is something, especially you guys who are demonstrators, members of my team. You are gonna love this. Okay, so we have Cottage wreath stamp set here, right? That's what we're using. Okay, this has all the wreaths and all that neat stuff on it. Then we have a die set that goes with it, makes it a bundle. It is called Country Wreaths. So we have Cottage wreaths and we have Country wreaths. Does that confuse you like it confuses me? I mean, it just makes me nuts because they're never the same. They never say the same thing. So it's the Cottage wreath bundle, but it's Country wreaths dies. Well, apparently some people complained to Stampin' Up about that and said, hey, this is just really confusing. And so they said, oh, okay. Well, in that case, what we're going to do is we're going to start naming them either the same thing or something very, very similar. Is that cool or what? I am so glad to hear that because that just will take away a lot of my confusion anyway. so, so I was really glad to hear that. And I just wanted to quick pass that along. Okay, so what I did is I took the two leafy wreaths. I cut, okay, you can see one is just a tad bit bigger. This one is just a tad bit bigger. I cut that one. I used Cajun Craze for that one. And this one is crushed curry. Now, you can see that a lot of the leaves still have doodads in them. I left them there. I didn't, I like got some of them out. I even shake them around a little bit just to get a couple out. But I left a couple of them in just because I like them. I think they look okay like that. Same with this one. Okay, so I have a crushed curry and I have a Cajun craze. So that's those two wreaths. And you heard my spiel about the naming conventions. And now I can put this away. Well, Carol, anyway, I'm glad you finally did get me. Are you on your phone? That's kind of, I hope you can see it. That makes everything so little, which my phone is what you're looking at. I mean, that's what's down here on, showing on my thing. Okay, next what I did is I took a stamp that says happy birthday, and I pulled this out of, I don't know, I just pulled it out of a celebration greetings because there's a gazillion of them. And I stamped it in early espresso. And what I wanted to do here is get something little that's going to fit inside this wreath. Okay. So I happen to have a punch. You may not have a punch like this. You may have to use a die. But I have a punch that just happens to be the perfect size. So it is 1 3/8 inch, and it doesn't matter what the edge is like, but this one has a sunburst edge. The important part is that it's 1 3/8, and it fits right in the center of the wreaths. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the happy birthday down first, and the wreath's going to go around it. Starting with this one. Now I also got something new. Susie, I think you kind of talked me into this. I know Stampin' Up! Has a bottle with a small tip like this, but I think it has different glue in it. I'm not sure. I did order it. When it gets here, I'm going to try it out. But I get this from Amazon, and there was a whole bunch of these in the pack. There's like 6 in a pack. Now, this works great because it squeezes out just a little bit of glue at a time, but here's what's bad, is if the tip gets clogged, it starts squirting glue out of the side, and I've got the whole side of this bottle all gooked up. So that does not make me happy. So when I get the Stampin' Up! And now it's really clogged up, it's not going to go. And it shouldn't get clogged up because it does have a plastic tip that fits on it, and I do use that. Let's see if this works. Yeah, that worked. Okay. So as you can see, you have a lot more control over where the glue goes. So I'm just putting it in the center thing, and I'm going to stick that right on there. Then I'm going to take the gold one and do the same thing. And I'm just going to put it on the center. I'm not putting it on the leaves or anything because I kind of want them to stick up just a little bit anyway. So it's just going on that center ring. The jingling in the background is my dog. He's fed up. He's had enough. He says, it's bone time and I don't want to be here. I'm going downstairs and getting a bone. A biscuit. Except that it's not. See, they get biscuits at 8:00. I don't know how they can tell time. Oh, it's close enough. Yeah. They can tell. They can tell time. I don't know how they do that. But they do. Okay, so the next thing I did is I cut out these little squiggly things that go on the pumpkins with the Hello Harvest. Okay, I went a little bit off the reservation here. I did use the squigglies from the Hello Harvest, and I also used the sunflower. There's one little sunflower that I used, and it has a die and it has a stamp, and I stamped it and I die cut it, and it's here. And now I need to kind of color it. So I'm just going to use the Daffodil Delight. And I'm just going to kind of color these petals. Then I'm going to take an aqua painter because I stamped this in early espresso. And I want the center to be brown. So I'm going to take an aqua painter and just kind of smear that a little bit because I think that that will give me the brown that I want. Just a little touch of brown without smearing things too much. Yeah, that did just what I wanted it to do. Okay. I have these squiggly things. I think I want 3 of them. I did some in crumb cake and I did some in green. I don't know. I used the green on the other card, but I kind of like the crumb cake too. So I'm not sure which I want to do here. Oh, here's the green. What do you think? The green, it just adds color. Goes down into the bottom. Oh, okay. Susie's telling me that the tip goes into the bottle if you put too much pressure. That's not a good thing. So don't push on it. Are you using Stampin' Ups or are you using ones that you got somewhere else? Okay, I'm going to use the green instead of that. Instead of that. Okay, and what I want to do here is I'm just going to kind of put them that they're sort of half on and sort of half off. Does that make sense? And I drop them and get glue all over my mat, which is going to just make a mess. Okay, there. That's good. And then I have another one here. And I'm going to put a bow at the bottom. So I want to just kind of put this around the bow. I think I'm going to put the bow on first. See how that works. There. Okay, there's that on that. And now I took this, this is just the prettiest ribbon. This is so perfect for right now. You can color this. It's gold on gold in satin edged ribbon. You can color this any color you want. It looks so pretty. Let me show you. I made a couple of cards here. And I used this ribbon for all of these. No, wait, that's upside down. Okay. I colored it with soft sea foam here. And I colored it with Coastal Cabana on that one. And I colored it with pumpkin pie on that one. And look, it's so pretty. I just love the way it comes out on all of them. So just had to show that to you. I just thought that was really cool. Okay, but this one, I'm going to leave it just the color it is because I think it's a good color for it. Amazon, okay. You use the Amazon glue bottles. That's where I got mine. I don't want this very big because I really want it to just sit down here at the bottom, but I want some of the ribbon to hang down. So I also don't want to cut it off too short. That I didn't want to do at all. I think I'm okay. Yeah. Okay, and that's going to go with the glue dot right there. And then the sunflower, I'm going to also use a glue dot to attach the sunflower just there at the bow. And then another one of those green squigglies. And I think I use a longer one here. Karen says, wait a minute, I left to go to the bathroom and you colored the ribbon. Okay, I just wanted to show, I did not color this ribbon. The ribbon that's on this card is right off. This is just how it comes off the bolt. It's gold on gold. Love it, really love it. But I had made some other cards earlier this week and I did color them. I colored this one with green. Let's see, it was soft sea foam. This one is Coastal Cabana, and this one is Pumpkin Pie. So I colored that ribbon 3 different colors, and it's beautiful. All 3 colors. I just love that ribbon. You can do so much with it when you can color them like that. You can just do so much. So cool. Okay, library tomorrow. Remember, Karen. I know Linda can't make it. Carol, I assume you'll be there, and Karen will be there, and we'll see who else will be there. I'm not even sure yet what we're doing. I'm actually thinking we might do something very similar to those ones I just showed you. But we'll see, unless I come up with a better idea between now and then. Something like it, with pumpkins and things, but not exactly the same. Okay, so there's that. Now this is your main focal point of your card. So this is the part that I wanted to make sure everything got nice on it before I attached it to the rest. So here is the fun fold part of the card. We're going to open it up. We're going to put our glue on here. And we're going to just stick this right a little up from the center. And then okay. There we go. That's how it opens. That's how it. I just like that fold. Sending you smiles for every moment of your special day. Ta-da! That's one. One down. Okay, same stamp set, Cottage Wreaths. We're going to do a quickie Halloween card. Oh, with markers. No, Karen, I used, the blends, the Stampin' Blends. But I guess you could use a marker too. The Stampin' Blends are alcohol-based, and so they're going to hold the color better. If you use the markers that Stampin' Up! Does, so like these markers, you can use them, but they're water-based. And if it gets wet, it will get yucky. Okay, so we're going to do a Halloween card right now. And what I did is I took just a plain old piece of basic white, half a sheet, just like we always do for our base. Half, it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I took a piece of this Cottage. It's Gingham Cottage, I think is called DSP. It is, let's see, I'm going to use this piece. So just anything that you have that's black and white or black and gray will work for this. And we're just going to glue that right on here. And I'm going to, in the interest of getting this done quick, I'm going to do it with, that sounds really odd when it comes off my phone. Anyway, we're just going to do this. I also already cut the deckled rectangle And what I did is I took the cottage wreath, the one that has a lot of different leaves on it, and I set it in there to make sure it would fit. That's the one I used. So I didn't say, okay, I'm going to use this size. I put this on it to see which size works the best. Okay, and did that. But I'm not using this wreath. I am using in the cottage wreath stamp set, there's a spider, and I'm going to use the spider. And what I did is I took one of the dies, the wreath dies, and just kind of marked a little bit around it so I can see where these spiders are supposed to go. And I'm going to take my Memento Black. This is going to be an experiment. Hopefully this works. I'm going to just stamp these spiders around in a circle. I hope that you can see that there's spiders when they're done. They're looking a little funky here. But yeah, I think you can tell they're spiders. Okay, so there's my spiders. And then one got away. He's going to be down here. And I'm just going to take a black marker and I'm going to draw a little dotted line, like that's his spider web. Okay, and then I am going to take the stamp that says boo. Put it there. Now, here's the interesting part. I am going to stick this on here. It doesn't, I don't really know if I want to do any more to it. I'm just really not sure. Actually, yes, I do. I'm going to take pumpkin pie and I'm going to cut a piece just a little bit bigger than this rectangle. And here's why I'm doing this. Okay, now when I say I'm going to do it a little bit bigger than the rectangle, that's exactly what I mean. I mean, I'm putting the rectangle on this paper and I'm cutting around it to make sure that I get it the size I want it. And what I want to do is I'm going to use some of that really cool washi tape. To decorate. So just put a bit of it here. And a bit down here. Yeah, I'm going to prop that piece up, this piece up on dimensionals. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do. That's it. I don't know. I suppose I could have stuck some. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I probably should have done that before I glued it all together. But, you know, I've been known to do these things from time to time. And I'm just going to try and sneak this in underneath a little bit. It's not going to go. Yes, it is. There it is. I like it better that way. Yes, I'm glad I did that. Okay, so keep in mind that this goes a whole lot easier if you put the washi tape on before you stick the spider rectangle on. And then I'm going to cut this off. There. Oops, and this one got a little bit too long, so I'm going to cut it off too. Okay, so there's that. And then I don't know, whatever you want to put on the inside. What I am going to do here is I'm just going to stick this. I have a couple of Halloween stamps, but I already put them away, so I'm not going to dig them back out at the moment. But I will put a couple of spiders on the inside, and I'll dig them out then. Okay, so there's our little Halloween wreath. One more. Okay, now this one, I grabbed, again, the other half of that white. I used the white base. Okay. This is the rings of something. There it is. Rings of love. Okay. This was a celebration designer series paper. It was very popular. I have a lot of it. And so I'm going to start trying to use it up. You enjoy the spiders. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just reading all of your comments because I missed them all. Karen, you can handle that fold. You can handle that fold. It's a really easy fold and it looks cool. I like it a lot. Yes, the pop of color, Susie. I really do like that. I love that that washi tape. I really do like that washi tape a lot. I hope they come out with that in some other colors because that's I like it. The spiders, good idea for Halloween. Yeah, they are sweet. Never thought I'd say that about a spider. Okay, so rings of love paper. I just grabbed any one of them that I liked, and I like this one with the mushrooms. So this one, what we're gonna do, we're not gonna cut anything out. We're gonna stamp. That's all. So we're gonna put this paper on here, and I'm going to try. I think I'm gonna try the. Ooh, I'm so torn about the colors to use, but I'm going to use the soft succulent. I may end up having to stamp off with it, so I'm going to try it on my paper first. And this is where I'm using this, the Real Leafy wreath. Okay, stamped off is too light. One stamp is a little dark, but it'll work. It'll be okay. Okay, so I'm putting that there on my deckled rectangle again. I pulled, there's little berries, and there's red berries in here too, and they look to me like they're real red, so that's the color I'm going to use, is real red. And wow, that soft succulent does look just like the color that's on here. So good guess. Okay, so I'm going to just put some berries on the wreath here and there. Okay, that's one more. And then, let's see, pick out another color here on here. I'm kind of leaning, I don't want that to fade in there, so I'm going to pull something else. I'm going to get another piece of Evening Evergreen. No, it's not a Evening Evergreen, I'm sorry. It is Soft Succulent. Boy, I'll tell you what, I'm going to miss those in colors when they're gone. The soft Succulent and the Evening Evergreen, I love those. And actually, you know what? I think I'm going to use the Evening Evergreen for the background on this. I'm looking for a piece of it right now. Again, I am going to cut this so much. Just a teeny tiny tad bigger than the green. I mean, than the deckled rectangle. Excuse me. And I'm not going to put any glitter, any washi tape on this piece. It's just going to go like that. And I'm going to stamp. Some people just make life better. That's going to go right there in Evening Evergreen. And then I am going to take a piece, and I did not have this. I didn't really plan for this, but I'm going to do it. Let me cut this bow out. And I'm going to use that color, which to me looks like crushed curry. So I'm going to pull up a piece of crushed curry, cut that bow. Oh, right here's a piece. Okay. Grab the cutter. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really plan for this, so I didn't have one cut out. Everything else I cut out ahead of time. Right. Well, I didn't stamp anything on that bow. I might have to. See how that comes out. Oh no, that looks okay just like that. Wow, that comes out pretty nice. Okay, So that is going to go on a glue dot because I'm going to put the whole thing up on dimensionals. Here's my glue dots. And because it's green, I guess it does look kind of Christmassy, but I didn't mean for it to. I just meant for it to look just cute. Oh, well. So I'm thinking that I'm going to glue this to that, and then I'm going to put that whole thing on dimensionals. This is a shape from the hip card, by the way. I had a pretty good idea of what I was doing, but it's being judged as I go. So that's why I'm talking to myself every so often, because I'm just kind of changing my mind or making up my mind or something. I'm just reading comments here, Vic. Karen likes the spiders. Everybody likes the spiders. The spiders were a good one. We're getting close to Halloween, so I guess the spiders work. I have to figure out who to send a Halloween card to. I sent one to my niece already. She got the pretty one that I made that the witches' hats jumped out when you opened it. Okay, this one. So this one, it says some people just make life better, and on the inside, I'm putting "You're the best ever." Again, I'm going to put that in Evening Evergreen. And I'm just trying to figure out what else I want to put inside. I think it's just going to, I think I'm going to do the bow, but I'm going to do the bow in green. Right there. Okay, and that is my stamp pads going up into my... Which was your favorite, Carol? The spiders for Halloween? Because I know you love Halloween. Or this last one, that some people just make life better. So, I'm impressed. I got done. I try to get done by 8:30. I try to keep this to an hour. And I always think, oh, 3 cards I'm going to go over for sure. But I made it. And they're pretty decent cards, I think. Yeah, the spiders. I figured that. Okay, so we have the spiders. We have the happy birthday, fun fold. And, oh, and I'm putting them upside down again. We have some people just make life better. That's just a colorful card. It's pretty. Okay, that's it for tonight. Oops, let me move these over there. Now you can see them all. Join me at the library tomorrow if you can. I'll be glad to see you. And if you can't, I'll see you next Wednesday. Or, Susie wants to do the spiders. On the Zoom call on Saturday. Like I said, if you want to get in on the Zoom call Saturday, anytime from 10 to 12, just send me an email and I'll send you a link to get on the call. Otherwise, I will see you next Wednesday. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful evening. And may all your encounters with technology be good ones. Good night, all.